What is going on, guys? It's Saturday morning. It's just about exactly 9 o'clock right now.
Vehicle stopped on shoulder ahead.
Watch out, guys. There's a vehicle stopped on the shoulder ahead. Thank you, Waze. I know I have the bike in the back, but to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to be riding in this video. So if you're only here for the riding, bye. If you're only here to hear me mispronounce R's as W's, well, you just got your fix. What we're doing today, we're actually headed to the bike shop, which I've talked about is on the other side of town, which in Colorado Springs is only about a 15-minute drive across town, so not like it's a huge city. But gotta go pick up a little bolt. If you remember from last week, I said that one of the subframe bolts in my bike was gone, missing, whatever. It actually broke off in the bike, so I'm gonna pick up that bolt. We're going out to my parents' house. My dad's going to extract that broken bolt. Gonna have the new bolt. I think it's actually two different bolts, but that's besides the point. Two bolts were missing. I'm picking up one of them. Whatever. Shut up, DeeO. So we're going to the bike shop. Got to pick that up. I might have to pick up something else from my dad. He texted me about it. He texted me from my mom's phone. He doesn't have a phone, but picked that up. I don't even know. He just said it was on the way. And then we're gonna do an oil change on the F-150, and got to do spokes on the bike. Those have been broken for like a month now, maybe two, and my bike's leaning really far, but it's tied down completely secure. I just pulled on it more on one side, but I might actually ride at my parents a little bit, so if you've already left and you want to be hearing this, you're gonna miss out, but that's not for sure. I have my gear bag, I have all my riding stuff. I just don't know if I'm going to be determined enough to actually ride, simply because it's not too much fun to ride out there. Man, a bike broken down the side of the road, that's a bummer. So we're going to hit the bike shop, pick up that stuff, head out to my parents, and work on the bike some, and then tomorrow I'll be riding, and it will be at Aztec, and it should be the last time I ride at Aztec for a few weeks, hopefully. But Brandon McGray, who was with us trail riding, you guys have seen him in a few videos, he is moving away to San Diego this week, so this will be his last chance to ride. So he's having a ride day with all his friends, and we've always been close family friends, so we're gonna go out there. I'm gonna ride, my dad won't this time, but anyway, that's what's going on, you guys. We're on the interstate. We're about 12 minutes away from the bike shop, so I will catch up with you guys when we get there. Alright, here we are at Apex Sports Bike Shop. Alright guys, leaving Apex now. We got the part. So all good now. The thing, it's actually a bow, like a bow and arrow. My dad is getting into archery for hunting. That's what I'm picking up. I had no idea, but it sounds like I'm gonna head over and see if it's ready to be picked up. And so yeah, that's on my way out to my parents. So we are going to head on that way now. All right, here we are at Bill Pellegrino's archery hut to see if my dad's bow is ready. So go take a look at that. All right guys, picked up my dad's bow. Had to wait a little bit because they were almost done with it. So they asked if I could wait for them to finish it up, and I said sure. So wait a little bit so that my dad can get that. And I have a lane here, but I'm gonna wait for this to clear so I don't have to fight these people. But yeah, so now just headed out to my parents, obviously with the bike, and got everything all ready to go and get out there. Probably gonna miss some of the racing from the Ironman National at Indiana today because it starts in 50 minutes and we're gonna be busy, but that's okay. We can watch it later. So just driving out to my parents now.
guys are always seeing the stuff in the backgrounds of Daniel's videos, and you'll be seeing the stuff in the backgrounds here in my garage, so I might as well walk you around. That's the car I drive every day to work in the first bay. And then we got Daniel's new bike. It's actually a 180, so it's a huge improvement over the 125 that he has been riding from time to time. So that's the next bike he'll be riding on a regular basis. And this is my bike nowadays. And then we got a setup over here for working on the KX, and also going to be working on his F-150, just changing oil. But then, yep, here's my poor baby right now, my 64 Corvette, and that's the engine that I'm either going to rebuild it or replace it. I'm not sure which. And this is my daughter's Ranger, and I'm holding this GoPro right about chin level, so it's pretty tall.
Hey DeeO, you should fix up the Ranger and drive it to the track.
Sure, let's do it. There's the motorhome that we used to drive to the track. We don't use it much anymore. And then you guys always mention is Jimmy, and here it is, Monster Energy Kawasaki. But the hoods are open because I have the batteries disconnected so they don't go dead as they're sitting. But that's a walk around DeeO's dad's garage.
Out with the old rear sprocket here, in with the new Vortex on there. You guys, I never look at my bike close enough. Now I'm going to be able to go real fast because we have the shift pattern on the front sprocket protector kind of thing. So, hey, who knew that we had all the way up to 5 gears? Did you know that?
I did not know that.
I only knew I had one in neutral, so now we're going to go real fast. Bike, right?
I believe it might be.
So today what we did with the bike was we did the rear, well, okay, my dad did the rear sprocket, also did the front sprocket, of course, at the same time. We had 2 broken spokes on the rear wheel, so we took out the nipples and spokes, did those. He just did the front spoke and nipple, now checking to make sure that they're the correct amount of tight. We also put on this heat shield under the gas tank. We were worried that the fuel was getting too hot and boiling in there, so put that on there, which was pretty simple, just with some Velcro, but I had to take the tank all the way off to do that. And, the muffler was loose where it connects to the pipe right here was a little loose, so we took that apart and Loctited it back together. Was missing this bolt here, we put that on there, and then did the swing arm bolt. It was actually the other side. This one had broke here, or was missing, and this one broke off in the top here. So luckily we didn't have to drill that out. It fell right out, and actually here you go. This was the piece that was in there, broken clean off. But so put a new bolt in there. Got this bolt at Apex today. I think it was this side. It doesn't matter. One of them is new. And I think that's all we did today, right? With the bike. I think that's it.
Yeah, sprockets, spokes, broken bolt. Tightened up the exhaust. Again, it was kind of coming apart.
Should be good to rock and roll.
Cleaned all the connectors again.
Yes.
Sprayed deoxit on them and packed them with electric grease, not dielectric grease. Dielectric grease is anti-connection. Electric grease improves connections.
So we haven't, knock on wood, right over here, how about? We haven't had an issue with the bike acting up like that, so hopefully cleaning the connectors the first time helped it out. But yeah, sprocket's looking sick on the rear here. That Vortex rear, and of course the Vortex front. One with the 13 tooth front and a 51 tooth rear, which I was talking about going up a tooth, but I actually already had a 51 on there. So instead of going up another tooth, or maybe dropping down a tooth in the rear and going up in the front, or down in whatever, however it would work, down in the front, whatever, we just kept it the same gearing. It works good for me. I didn't want to mess with it too much, so just went 1351 on it, and airing the tire back up now. So that's all the bike work for the day. Next up is to do the oil change on the F-150.
That's it. We could just lean it up against the side of the house or the garage if you want. Sure has been a really nice bike. Man, I love it. And your keys, I believe, in your wallet are in the garage still. Nice. 4LKX needs some wheels and hubs and such. And then what I didn't show you guys earlier was, but you've seen before at the track, is my wife's truck. That's right, the wife drives the truck and the husband drives the car. Say, what's up with that? And then around the edge here, we got the old skid loader, New Holland. I love it to death. 59 Ford custom cab, needs a whole lot of work. Obviously, we're just letting it sit right now. And then, that's right, guys, the Zinger in the trailer. We got it, had it torn down. Like Daniel was explaining to you guys. Let's see if I can. That thumping is the piston moving up and down on the rod. So we've ordered a rod, and then there's the old Zook. I got one of Daniel's takeoff tires because anything's got to be better than this slick, right? So anyway, Daniel's pulling his truck up so he can change the oil on that. Always got something to do around here. It was especially, I don't know, bad, whatever you want to call it, when Daniel's two sisters lived here in town, because then I had two more vehicles to be constantly working on.
You got a half inch.
Oh, you got the half inch? Oh, okay.
And that is correct, thank you.
Oh, the junk out of here.
Don't forget to kind of figure the arc of the oil as it comes down.
Right.
Of course, you do this all the time.
The bike
I
now.
really have to tell you how to do it.
Hello, GoPro.
It was running.
Alrighty then. This is Callahan for you. We got a nice garage with a dirt floor. No lift. Yeah, you're absolutely bone dry.
So,
Really nice.
my mom was saying I just got new tie downs. She said my old ones were cool, which they were. So we went from Toyota trucks. What kind of truck do I drive?
That's a Ford.
Ah, it's a Ford. Toyota truck tie downs on my Ford to, what are these?
Pro taper.
Pro taper, but what's on my bike? Renthals.
Oh man.
You just can't win. You
Well,
just can't win.
We have to have lots of different sponsors.
Lots of different sponsors.
Ford, Toyota, Pro taper.
So Mika, Renthal,
Yep.
Vortex,
Shot.
they make bars even. But so we got some nice new tie downs courtesy of my mom and dad. So
Pretty cool.
hold the bike down nice. All right, so we just got the bike loaded up, looking good with the new sprocket. We also did the oil change, which my dad mostly did. I have never done the oil change in the F-150. In my little red car, I can do the oil change in that, but I've never actually messed with this one. So he had to show me where the actual filter was and how to get the filter wrench on there and all that. So so before you say that I don't even know how to change the oil, I actually can change vehicle oil as well as my bike oil, which we know, but just not on the Ford yet. But now I know, so now in the future I can do it. But we did quite a bit of stuff to the bike, and should be ready to rip tomorrow. What do you think?
Everything went real smoothly. I was really glad we didn't have to drill out that broken off bolt. There was just enough sticking out the end, and it was still loose in the threads that I just backed it out.
There we go. What do you think, Mom?
I think everything looks great.
Awesome possum.
So I showed you the tractor, now it's fired up. Daniel's going to straighten up my driveway a little bit. He hasn't run it in a while, but he's a really good skid loader driver. It's gonna skim some of the dirt that it washes down the driveway. This is more or less the road-based kind of dirt that's up on the road. Just gonna try to get a little bit without like digging a hole in my parking area, you know. It out, and you can even see that blue pipe underneath. It's actually quite deep now that I'm seeing him repairing it. There's actually big divots in it.
Little friend we got here. I missed one. He's on the outside though. Oh.
Yeah, those barn spiders are good because they eat a lot of flies. Yeah. There he is. Doesn't like being filmed, I don't think. Yeah, I'm glad that big guy's on the outside. I kind of cleaned the inside out for Daniel so he didn't have to sit in bunch of spiders. Guy riding by on a bike. job. Nice.
Almost perfect. I mean, those two are really close. We should call you Katniss.
Catfish.
So how long have you been shooting the bow now?
Those 3 arrows that you just saw me shoot were the 19th, 20th, and 21st arrows. The first 18 I shot 2 days ago. I've never pulled a compound bow until 2 days ago.
So like I was saying earlier, we picked that up. He had it tuned and restrung, I guess. And then just learning, you know, I wanted to make sure I got that in there for if we have any pro archers there who say that he missed by a mile or something. But I'll tell you what, if you get this guy his 45, he'll hit a nickel for you. So just learning the bow, pretty awesome, pretty cool skill to have. All right, guys, leaving my parents right now, and it was a good time. We got a lot of stuff done with the bike. Of course, did the oil on the truck, which I would say it was needed, but I was only like 100 miles over. I was real spot on with it. So got that all situated, and then as you saw, worked in the skid loader to fix their driveway. And some of you might say something like I should use the skid loader to fix up the track out there, which I used to have a track out there, but we've torn most of it down, and it's not worth riding all the way out here, especially now that I have friends like Ryder and Sean who let me in over at Palmer Lake. I'd rather just go ride there. Out here, of course, obviously no prep, no water, and it's a further drive than Aztec or Palmer Lake or most places I could ride at. So I'm not going to do anything with the track out there, but yeah, that's what I used to ride on all the time. So as of course you noticed, I did not do any riding. I need to be back in town by 5 o'clock. I have an appointment for my contacts, which I have in today. I didn't mention that earlier, but I did get them in, so pretty cool. I know that's super silly if you have contacts, but I'm still learning. I've only had them for 10 days now, so it's still an accomplishment when I'm able to get them in both eyes and wear them throughout the day. So need to get home, and it was just pretty hot, and I just wasn't really in the mood to ride out there. So, and there's really nothing to ride anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna just go ahead and cut it off here. What I'm gonna do now, it's 3:45. I'm driving home. Just gonna get home and hang out, wait for Allison to get off work, and then we both have eye appointments, so we're gonna go to that together, and that's all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, checking out, working on the bike some, doing a little bit of maintenance items on it, and it was a good day. So tomorrow, like I said, we're going to Aztec, so this will be up, actually I don't know when this will be up, but on Sunday we're going to Aztec to celebrate Brandon's last day here in Colorado Springs, riding with him, and that's that. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, as always, take it easy, and if it's easy, take it twice. We'll talk to you later.